Well, hello everyone. Happy Wednesday to you. Welcome. Uh, it's me again, Lisa Wade, legal nurse consultant, owner of Wade Nurse Consultants, and host of my own podcast, Should You Take That Case? And welcome to my next guest quest. I am here on LinkedIn Live every day. This is my third day this week here at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to let you know that I am looking for and on the search for attorneys to interview on my podcast. And I did mention we are all booked for 2022. So we are looking for guests for 2023. Uh, and on this podcast, what we talk about is medical records. It's all about medical records, how they come up during your personal injury or medical malpractice cases, even your criminal cases, and how you manage them. So, I'm going to tell you today how to get onto this show, onto this podcast, what it's all about. And you can see if that's something that you want to do, be part of our podcast. Should you take that case? I'll give you easy 1, 2, 3 steps. The goal of our show is to be a resource for legal professionals like yourselves who pursue medical or medically related cases by sharing their experiences and insights as personal injury, med mal, workers' comp, disability, plaintiff or defense, or even criminal attorneys. All that matters is that you've handled or managed medical records as part of your cases. That is all you have to do to qualify to be a guest on the show. So, while you are getting yourselves together with the questions that you have for me about this podcast and being a potential attorney guest, I'm going to scoot over to the comments section and say hello, see who is visiting us live today. Oh, there you are, Pamela S. Roth. How you doing? Good morning to you. Thanks for showing up. I'm so glad to see you. I know you have a podcast too, so yeah. I know you know the unique parts of finding guests and letting people know what you do. So that's what we're doing here today. Thanks for coming. Now, if you are watching us live or even on the replay, feel free to scoot to the comments and pop an A inside of that chat if you're an attorney, a P if you are a paralegal, and L if you are a legal assistant. And I've had some legal nurse consultants visiting us live this week. So put an L in C if you are a legal nurse consultant. But if you are a uh, part of a wonderful group that I'm a part of, put a W in that chat. If you are a part of Women Owned Law, I love that group. It is a wonderfully groundbreaking group created to connect and advance women legal entrepreneurs. So, if that sounds interesting to you, why don't you visit us at womenownedlaw.org and learn more about us? If you are, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just making sure I'm thanking everybody for being here today. If you are catching us live or even on the replay, just pop some emojis inside those comments. Let us know how you're doing on this Wednesday, almost hump day, almost to the hump day. So, or is Wednesday the hump day? I often forget. But anyway, pop some emojis in there. Let us know how you're doing. Let us know that you are with us today and get ready to ask any questions you have about our wonderful podcast. Now, let me again reintroduce myself for anybody that is just joining us. As I said, this is our next guest quest, and I am going to be coming live to you every day this week, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, to try and let you know all the details about my podcast, should you take that case, and how you can become an attorney guest and be interviewed there. I am Lisa Wade, legal nurse consultant, medical record expert, and owner of the wonderful Wade Nurse Consultants. Think of us when you have tons and tons of medical records that need to be reviewed and translated into normal human language, easily understood by judges and juries. Or think of us when you are locating or need to locate those testifying or consulting experts to support your cases. We can find that for you. But I am also the creator of our wonderfully private LinkedIn attorney community, the Attorney Medical Record Resource Group. That is where we get all of the guests that are on our podcast. That's where all those wonderful attorney guests come from. It is really the a big step in being interviewed on the show, because all of our attorney guests are group members. So look for us inside of LinkedIn. Just look up the Attorney Medical Record Resource Group, or there's the link to find us in LinkedIn. But you could also give me an email if you want an invitation to join the group. Email me, Lisa at wadenurseconsultants.com. All right. I think we're getting there. I'm checking the box for any other questions. I don't see any yet. So I'm going to keep talking and let you know the steps to be my next attorney guest on Should You Take That Case. Step number 1 is watch the show. And let me just show you where we are inside of YouTube, because that's where we film the live version of Should You Take That Case every week. We do that on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, Lisa Wade LNC. Yeah, just visit there or Google Should You Take That Case, because I think that's the first thing that comes up. So you'll see us on Google. You'll see us in YouTube, Lisa Wade LNC, and you'll find that show. We film live every Monday, 5:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So step number 1 is also always watching the show. Next, step number 2 is joining that group. As I said, all of the guests on the show are group members. But the good thing about the group is it has inside of it all of the past guests. So if you want to ask them questions about what it's like being on the show, if it is helpful to them, if they found it hard or easy, all of those questions and answers are right inside the group. If you want to see past replays of the watch past shows, they are also inside the group. So you can come visit us, mill around, ask questions, and make sure that this is a good option for you. That group also, everybody in the group is not necessarily on the show, but it is a good resource for your medical technology or medical terminology or medical record questions. I answer those questions if you have them. And it's just a good resource when you review medical records and you come up against something that, you're not quite sure what that means. Just pop that question inside the Attorney Medical Record Resource Group and you will get an answer. It's a wonderful resource for attorneys, paralegals, anybody that works with medical records. So that is step 2. And step 3, the last step, is just email me or message me via LinkedIn and let me know you're ready to be interviewed. You could even put that message inside the comment box this morning. Interview me. If you put those words inside this comment box or the word interview, I will reach out to you and give you all the available dates so you can choose which one works for you and we can get you booked to be interviewed on this podcast. Yay, I think we're doing all right. I don't have any questions yet. I'm checking. Not yet. So here is your opportunity to gather your questions about the podcast, what it's like, how do I prepare, all of those things that you might want to know. Get ready to put them in the comment box. But before or while you're getting those things together, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Wade Nurse Consultants and what we do here. Without a review and summary of the medical records, it might be harder for you, personal injury or med mal attorneys, to know if you should take that case. And here at Wade Nurse Consultants, we give attorneys a 1 to 2 page synopsis and opinion regarding the merits of their medical cases by using my 30 plus years of nursing experience to make really quick work of those medical case screenings. So if you are watching this and you have a huge backlog of medical screenings on your desks, here's what you need to do. Right now, we are offering a free 20-minute medical record strategy call to help you hone an efficient, timely, and cost-effective routine around your medical records. So just visit me or message me, Lisa at wadenurseconsultants.com, and we can schedule that call, schedule that medical record strategy consultation. And now let's take a look real quick. No comments yet, no questions yet. So guess what? I'm going to keep talking. I told you the steps that you take to be a part of or get interviewed on my podcast should you take that case, because I'm looking for attorneys to interview in 2023. So what I'm going to do is, real quick, I am going to share with you those steps one more time by sharing my screen and present to you all of those steps to be part of our show. All right, number 1, I think I'm showing. Here is my YouTube channel. There we are, Lisa Wade, LNC. There we are. And if you visit there, you can have a chance to catch all of the replays of Should You Take That Case. You could subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and you'll get a little indication when you are ready, when the show is starting. Like I said, Mondays, 5:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can catch past live streams. You can click on notifications for upcoming streams. But you can take a look at all of our past guests. Well, maybe not all of them, but some of them. Take a look and see if this is something that is going to work for you. Next, you could also take a little look or listen to the podcast version of some of our shows. You can visit us on Apple Podcast, and you could catch Jessica Vandenbrink, who was a recent guest, and those live shows that get taped and filmed on Mondays get turned and translated into those audio podcasts. So visit us at Apple Podcasts and take a listen and to past shows, see if it's something that fits for you, and meet Jessica Vandenbrink. Hey, Jessica, if you're watching, thanks for being on the show. Or if you listen to your podcast on Spotify, you can catch Kevin Murphy, one of our past guests, who was very interesting, very intelligent, and very easy to interview. So Kevin's mom is a nurse, so I really enjoyed talking to him. So hi, Kevin, if you're watching. You can catch Kevin's show. Visit on Spotify and see the audio version of his interview. And as I said, step 2 to be on our show would be to join our attorney medical record resource group. Here we are, our private group. We have right now some past guest testimonials. That's a post right at the top, and you can see who's been here and how much they enjoyed it. Brian Brown, which was a very excellent interview and very enjoyable. Thanks, Brian, for telling us how much you enjoyed it. And Sharon Christie, also one of my favorites and an excellent interview. She started her career just like me as a nurse. So thank you, Sharon, if you're watching. Thank you for your testimonial. And I think one more, step 3, is to email me, lisa@wadenurseconsultants.com. So let me see if I can stop screen sharing. Yes, I've done it. And let me see if, we're checking. We may have a comment. Oh, have a great day, Lisa. Oh, thank you, Pamela. I enjoy your podcast as well. And I hope to listen again soon. So thanks, Pamela Roth from New York. Yay. All right, let me just tell everybody. I think we're going to wind down. I think we are done with, I don't see any new questions. So I will be back tomorrow to continue our next guest quest and find out if any of you out there are going to be my next attorney guests on Should You Take That Case. We'll see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Catch you tomorrow.